So on January 2nd, our brother LaRon Marshall is going around his neighborhood and he's trying to collect signatures to get a tenant association going. So while he's out there doing that, collecting signatures, he's not soliciting anything. He's not bothering anyone, just collecting signatures. Someone calls the race soldiers out on him. And then when he gets to a particular home, they meet up with him. I want you to watch what happens in this video.
Behind your back.
I do too.
Put your hand behind your back.
For what?
Put your other hand behind your
My
back.
kids is right there.
Okay.
You're
You're either going to follow instructions or you're going to go to jail.
What instructions?
Come over
Has
here
he
and talk
broken
to
the
me,
law?
like I said.
Has he broken the law?
That's what I'm asking. What law am I breaking? That's what I'm trying to ask.
Has he broken the law?
You haven't told me nothing.
Look, we don't want.
Soliciting without a permit.
Soliciting what?
Whatever you're soliciting.
So you don't even know what I'm
What are
doing.
you soliciting?
That's why we're
Come
trying
over
to
here and talk to me.
Just keep that rolling.
I'm recording. You don't have to get off my porch.
Oh yeah, I really don't care. I'm this her problem. I'm about to get off the report. So what's up?
If there's problems, if you don't want him doing that, then that can be done. But like, he's not doing anything wrong.
Where's your ID?
He lives here.
Give me your ID.
For what?
Has he broken the law? Is he committing a crime?
I just told you.
Soliciting without a permit.
Soliciting what?
Whatever you're doing.
Soliciting. I haven't asked anybody for any money or anything. So what am I soliciting?
Then what are you doing?
Have I asked you? Did I ask you for any money?
No.
So what am I? I'm not
He hasn't tried to
soliciting
sell
money.
me anything.
Yeah.
Then what are you doing?
Collecting signatures. That's what I'm doing. I can do that.
What?
It doesn't matter. I could do that.
It does matter.
We have a right to.
caller, which is why we're here making contact with you.
Okay. What does the caller tell you? I didn't ask nobody for any money or anything. For what?
Okay, where's your ID at?
See, they ask all the questions, but they don't want to answer no questions.
If you fail to identify yourself, you're going to go to jail.
But he's not committed a crime, and he's not doing anything wrong. We have the right. We have the right to petition in this country.
Back, you're under arrest.
No, I'm not.
Turn around and put your hands
I got
behind
the
your
right to
back. You're under
petition.
arrest.
What am I going to arrest for?
Can I have your badge number, sir?
Hindering and opposing. Turn around and put your hands
Hindering
behind your
what?
back.
There's no investigation
Nobody's
because there's
stalking
been no
you.
crime
Nobody's
committed.
stalking you.
Okay, well, don't play with my rights. I need your badge
Turn
number.
around and put your hands behind your back.
I'm
For the
around, I live in the
fourth
front
time,
of
you
there.
are under arrest.
I live in the front up there. I just told you that.
Deputy
Turn around
Hamilton, and
No.
who are
put your hands
you?
behind your
I'm
back.
Luan.
Can I have your badge number, officer?
Behind your
What is he
back.
asking for?
How many times do I gotta tell you to put your hands behind your back?
Please don't do this right now.
That's my name, right?
How many times are we gonna do this? Turn around, you're under arrest.
So what you gonna do with the kid?
You're under arrest.
I said what you gonna do about my
We'll
kid.
figure that out. Turn around.
You'll figure that out. Seriously? What's he under arrest
There you
for?
go. Let me see this.
Oh, you don't need this.
Give it to
Here,
me.
take it. Please. I'm at 15. Take it to 15 up there.
Yeah. What's your badge number, officer? You legally
You don't
have to
need
provide that to
Oh,
me.
we do need it.
You're
You have
on
to
my
provide
property, on my camera, under my surveillance, with my sticker in the window, and you owe me a badge number, both of you.
Both of
We'll
you.
get you that when we're finished.
She asked
When
you
you're
right
finished,
now.
I need a badge number now, or I'm going to have them call them, and then I'll have your superiors come down here. There are due processes that you need to follow as officers, and you're not. So please give me your badge number. I'm not asking you for anything else but a badge number.
I'm dealing with him, not you.
No,
You're on my property, on my camera, under my surveillance, so we have a problem.
I haven't even done
Because you
anything.
definitely tripping.
I'm talking to her. You telling her I'm soliciting. How am I soliciting if I'm not asking any money? I ain't asking nobody for any money.
I'll take y'all home in a second.
All we've been doing is just collecting signatures.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm asking.
Like,
Walk
the
down here,
people
sir.
out front,
Walk
they're
this
not
way.
doing that much stuff. Like, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. All we're doing
Hey, stay with her. Stay with her. Take your home.
Come up here. Have you? I'm not gonna stop recording him though. You got somebody you want me to call?
my mother.
Open here. Don't stop recording, okay, baby? You just hold it on
I don't
them.
know her phone number.
It's already recorded. I'm gonna go get your phone. I'll be right back.
But
So when they took the brother to jail, they ended up charging him with resisting and obstructing police and spent the night in jail. And the brother maintains he didn't do anything. Well, after an investigation, that particular race soldier that you saw in the video, his name is Timothy Hurt, was what his name. He lost his job. He ended up apologizing about the situation at the end after he got fired, and they also dropped the charges on the brother. You know, people just always trying to call the police on black men. But, you know, when I look at these police encounter videos, we always have to use these videos as teachable moments. Now, Neely Fuller has taught everybody that when you engage the race soldiers and they detain you, you are a prisoner of war. So act like it. We talking about the black folks. We know the Mzungu has an immunity of law. They can run off at the mouth all day with the police. They can talk back. They could, have guns in front of them. They don't care. It's whatever, right? But that's not the lane for black Americans. Should it be? Yes. But let's call it what it is. I'm about reality. So how the brother conducted himself, if that was another race soldier, he could have really escalated. Now you may say why. So the race soldier come up on him, asking what's going on. What is he doing? It was a simple answer of, yeah, I'm just collecting signatures. He said, what you collecting them for? I said, just a tenant association, especially when you know you're being recorded, right? A tenant association for the neighborhood. So he's like, oh, well, you don't have a permit? Like, no, I do not have a permit. I didn't think I needed one. He said, well, let me see your ID. Okay, no problem. Give the ID. Let me tell you why you need to give the ID. That's how they get a lot of you on the ID situation. You may say, well, I don't have to give an ID because I didn't commit a crime, so why do I have to give an ID? What you don't realize in a lot of your DMVs, when you go to get that driver's license, there's a little line in there that says if you possess that license, then you must give it to a peace officer if they ask for it. And if you don't, you can commit a crime or failure to ID. A lot of you don't know that. I wasn't even really hip to that to a brother that was a police officer, put me on game to that. And that's how they get a lot of people sometimes. If when they want you being difficult, say, well, let me see your ID. Oh, I got to give you my ID for it. The moment you say you don't want to give it and they keep asking you don't want to give it, they got you, right? Give him his ID and then let him see, he going to run it or whatever. They're going to do that. And then he going to come back. What more could he say? Well, hey, you need to get away from here or you need to go home or whatever. Get your lawyer, fight what you need to fight. But we do not try to hold court with a race soldier because you have to understand they have qualified immunity in race soldier land, meaning they can kill you and get away with it. And usually on time something happens to them, unless you see a reaction like George Floyd. If it's not that kind of reaction, not much going to happen to them. But because of that recording, and that because there was a Mzungu woman recording too, and she was pressing, the issue, then we knew something would get done. Now, see, when I have, Mzungus approach me and talk about having a conversation and, I'll make you think different or whatever. I don't need to have a conversation. I just need to see you doing actions like this woman in this video. You record, you talk to the race soldiers because they're going to listen to you because you have an immunity of law. That's why he didn't get violent, right? With this woman, for the most part. It's going to take a lot for him to get violent with one of his own. And then you record it and you put it out there. And then you follow up and use the privilege that you have, at least for now, to do what's right. That's the only thing that you really could do. Conversations don't really help. It's kind of like you want to have a conversation with someone that's starving and like the solution would be give them food, but yet you just want to have a conversation about it. Like no conversations. Action is the only thing that matters. If you actually want to do something, because, I had a woman on TikTok approach me about a conversation. I'm like, it doesn't profit me nothing to have a conversation about no action out of it toward the black community. But I'm glad the brother's okay. I'm glad he was let out. But we gotta understand we deal with these race soldiers, especially as black men. We deal with these race soldiers. We gotta be real smart and calculated how we move with them. Okay. Yes, some things they may do. I don't support it. Of course I don't support it. But being right versus being alive to raise your kids, it's two different things. Okay. I'm just telling you ways just to like he said, he had kids there. I'm just telling you ways, brothers, to try to survive these encounters. Because I want you brothers to be here. Because they look for any little thing to escalate something. At least if they do escalate it, you got them dead to rights, especially on camera. Now leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the situation with this brother. What happened? Like I said, of course, like I said, he was doing nothing wrong. Of course not. But in this country, wicked as it is and hateful as it is toward us as black people, just our existence is a crime.